Last night, I want everybody to pay attention. Last night, we went over this lesson about calculating your daily activities, like calculating the schedules for your day every day. So we went over this example about the math part of it on page 10. Okay, so it gives you some ideas about how you figured out your daily schedule in terms of how many hours you do on certain things like work, doing homework, going to school, okay, for example. All right, so now today I want to go over these activities here, okay? So everybody has this activity, right? Take this one out and it says calculating hours from daily schedule. And the objective is on the board. So what I'm doing this lesson with you is that I integrate mathematics into ESL with you. So you're actually learning English and math at the same time. So we call it integration of two subjects together, okay? And the learning objective says, students learn to calculate hours based on fractions and percentages from their daily schedules, okay? So speaking of fraction, let me review very quickly with you. If we say a fraction this way, how do we read this fraction? What fraction is this? Half, right? And the top number here, the number on the top, is called denominator. Okay, the one on the top is numerator, and the bottom is denominator. So numerator and denominator. Okay, so this means 1/2, right? There are two of them, but there's only one on the top, so that's why it's 1/2. All right? So this is called fractions. Numerator on the top, numerator, and then the bottom is denominator. Numerator. Okay? All right. And then, if I ask you to change these fractions to percentage, how do you change it to? Numerator and then denominator, right? You have denominator, numerator. How do you change it to percentage? You just divide them, right? You take what? You take 1 and the 2. Is that the way you do this? Yeah. Okay. So how do you make it as a 50%? How do you change it to 50%? This 2 should be the outside though, not inside. Okay? This is how you do that. 2 outside, 1 inside. Numerator is inside, denominator is outside. And then you divide, right? Then you divide, so you borrow a 0, you put a 0 on the top and put a decimal point, right? Now this is important, this is math here, okay? So 2 times 5 is 10, right? So you have no more remainder. Then on top here it says 0.5. 0.5 means 50%, because if you move the decimal point to the right side, from decimal point to percentage, you move 2 places, right? So you move from here, 0.5, right? You move 1, 2, right? You move 2 places, so the decimal point is at the end now. And that's why you have 50, right? That's why you get 50 and no more 0.5. It becomes 50%. Okay? So you have to remember, okay, the number on the top, numerator okay, on the top. Denominator is on the bottom. All right, so let's go over this one. It says you are asked to compute all these problems here, right? So each of you needs to take, if you work as a partners, you can also take turns to solve problems one at a time, okay? But for demonstration tonight, I just want to show you that you can do this on your own too, okay? For example, you say if I work 5.5 hours a day, how many hours do I work in 7 days? All right, so this one is simple multiplication only, right? Okay, each day you work 5.5, right? And then you work what? 7 days?
7 days.
Times 7 days. So you know how many hours you work, right?
Yeah.
How many hours are they? 38.5 hours, okay? The unit is hours, okay? Units, hours. All right, and then number 2. You say if I have to fill my car twice a week, I mean 2 times, twice. When we learn English, twice means 2 times. What's 1 time? How do we call 1 time in English? Once, right? Okay, so twice is 2 times. So if I have to fuel my car 2 times a week, and each time I have to fuel 8 gallons of gasoline, okay? Each time, 8 gallons of gasoline. How many gallons of gasoline do I need to fuel in a month? Now, in a month, given in a month, it's 4 weeks, right? There are 4 weeks. And then each time you fuel 8 gallons, right? But you fuel 2 times. So how many gallons are 2 times?
16.
Okay, so 2 times 8 gallons, right? Equals 16, huh? 16. But we have what? That's per week. This is per week. So you have to times 4, right? Because there are 4 weeks. So how many gallons is this? 64 gallons of gas. Okay, of gasoline. Okay? And then number 3. Number 3. Say continue from the above question. What if each gallon of gasoline costs $3.95? How much do I need to pay twice a week? And how much do I pay for the whole month? Right? You can solve this problem into 2 parts. Number 1, solve it by 2 weeks first. Figure out 2 weeks first. And once you know 2 weeks, then you just multiply 2 more, right? Because each month is 4 weeks, right? So how much is 2 times? It's like continue the above questions, right? What if each gallon of gasoline costs $3.95? We already know we fuel 16 gallons, right? For 2 times, right? Twice, right? So each gallon, how much is each gallon that you have to pay? $3.95. Okay. So $3.95 times what? 16, right? So as I said, this lesson is very, very useful for you to learn not just the language, English, ESL, but also learns the mathematics. Those mathematical applications like multiplications, percentage, you have fractions, right? So you learn a lot from this math activity, all right? So this one we know is how much here? 30, 57, right? 18, 23, then there's a 5, a 9, and a 3, correct? And then when you add them up, that's $63.20. What? For 2 weeks?
Twice a week.
That's twice, right? This is twice. But then we said, the question says, how much do you have to pay 2 weeks? This is 2 weeks. How about, how much do you have to pay for 4 weeks then? This is for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. But if you want to find out 4 weeks, then you just multiply by 2, right? Multiply by 2. 4, 6, 12. So you end up paying how much for 4 weeks? $126.40. This is for 4 weeks. This is 2 weeks. This is 2 weeks. Right? Why? This is 2 weeks is 16 gallons, right? Wait, this is 16? This is what? How many weeks is this? This is how many weeks?
1 week.
This is 1 week. So it's 4 weeks, right? So if you times, so we have to multiply by 4, not the 2, correct? All right, so we multiply by 4. Good that you're paying attention. Very good. At least you're paying attention, right? Otherwise, you keep thinking that's only, you think that that's 4 weeks. But it's actually, that number I purposely put 2 weeks to see if you guys paying attention. Some of you pay attention here. Good. So we're going to multiply by 4, right? Yes. So 0, 8, 12, $252.80. Oh, sounds like American car, huh? What's that? This one's 1 week? This one? Bottom. This one? This one's 1 week only. So we figure out it's 1 week, no S, right? In grammar, 1 week, no S. 4 weeks, we have S. As you can see, this is ESL too. This is grammar, okay? This is count nouns, all right? So that's number 3, right? Number 3. Number 4. Number 4 here. It says, if I buy 3 bags of cheese and each bag costs $4.95, how much do I have to pay, including the sales tax of, say, 9%? So number 4, if you buy 3 bags of cheese and each bag of cheese costs $4.95, how much is 3 bags? $4.95 times 3, right? Okay, we're going to multiply by 3. Yes, it's 14.85 cents. That's what? This is the cost before sales tax. This is called subtotal, right? And then you add tax, then it becomes total. Okay, what's the percentage for tax? 9%. 9%, if you look at this example, this is 50%, right? 50% is 0.5. But if it's only 9%, it's 0.09. You have to put another 0 in front of it because this is only 9%. This is already 50%. This is more than 10%, right? Yeah. This is more than 10%. This is less than 10%. So if you convert this, it becomes 0.09 to multiply this number, right? So you just go ahead, 0.09 multiply 45, carry 4, 76, carry 7, right? And then 36, 43, carry 4, 1 times 9 is 9, plus 3 is 13, right? Now, how many decimal points do you have to move? 4, right? Because look, you have 2 places here, 2 places here. So you move the decimal point from the end, you move it 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is just the tax. You're paying tax, right? This much. You're paying this much. So you have to add on to this one, right? You have to add on 14.85 plus the tax, right? This is 9% only, 9%. Like I said, if it's 10%, it would be $1.48, right? but this is 9%, then it will be $1.33. Makes sense. Now, because this number is 6 here, so you might want to change this number to 4. Yeah. So you change it to $1.34. You got it now? Yeah. Now you add it up. This is the total, right? Right? This is a subtotal. This one is called a subtotal. Right? So when you add this, it becomes 9. It becomes 16.19 that you have to pay. You got it? All right. So, like I said, this is good math for you to practice, and also the ESL component in here. Now, how about this one? Say, suppose that you can buy one giant carton of 18 eggs and get one free. Okay? So this is number 5, right? So then I'm going to move over this side. So number 5, right? Number 5, suppose that you can buy one giant carton of 18 eggs, okay, and get one free. Every time you buy 18 eggs, 18 is the same as what? 1.5 dozen, correct? Yeah. 18 eggs. Yeah, 18 eggs is the same as 1.5 dozens. That's the same thing. Okay? All right. And you get one free. You buy one, get one free. Okay? And if you decide to buy 2, then you get 2 free, correct? Yes. That means 36, you get 36 free. Right? You buy 36, you get 36 eggs free. Right? Oh yeah, the word free. Everybody likes free, huh? Anything free is good, right? In this country. Right? All right, so this is what you get. So how many eggs are all together? 72. Easy math, huh? This one's easy, huh? Yeah. This one's 72. Again, the purpose of this exercise is to give you an idea that when you do math, you have to pay attention to the units. You see, every problem we wrote down, you need to have units, like hours, for example. Hours over there, gallons of gasolines over there. Those are the units, okay? And the total, let's say dollar signs, for example. Dollar signs, right? That's units. Over here, you're talking about eggs. That's the units, okay? And then number 6. You have number 6. Say if you read 8 pages from a thick book for homework on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. So how many days did you read? 4, right? You have Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, so 4. And each day you read 8 pages, okay? Each day you read 8 pages. Now, it says, but only read 1.5 page on Tuesday, right? So now, first of all, you have Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, right? You have Sunday. Get the eraser here. Okay, so you have these 4 days. You have 4 days. Each day you read 8 pages, right? So 8 pages, again, this is the what? Units. This is the units here again, right? Times 4, right? Because there are 4 days. How many pages are there? 32. 32 pages. Now, but on Tuesday, right? Thursday and Saturday, okay? Let's distinguish the difference between Sunday and Saturday here, okay? All right. How many pages do you read? How many pages did you read on these 3 days? 1.5. 1.5. So if it's 1.5 pages times what? 3. Times 3. Okay. How many pages is that? 4.5 pages, right? Can we count pages? Yes. Can we count half page? Can we say half page? Yeah, we can. Fractions. Fractions. Remember? 1 page, you read half. You pretty much know half of it. So it's fractions, right? Still fractions involved here, right? So you have 4.5 pages, right? Okay? So how many pages did you read all of them by the end of the week? By the end of Sunday? Then you just add them up using what? Addition, right? Some of the problem will use what? Multiplication. Take a look. This lesson here is very powerful lesson for all of you to learn. It's not just about ESL. It's not just about learning vocabulary, learning how to read, how to pronounce the words, but it also involved with all the mathematical applications that you need to know. So you have to know which one you need to use. Multiplication, addition, or subtraction, or division, or percentage, or fraction, or decimal point, right? So you need to know all those. So now when you add them up is what? 36.5 pages. Okay? So again, the unit is pages. Okay? All right. On the back page. Everybody look on the back page. You need to figure out all the computations here. Okay? It says, look at the chart given below and answer the questions that follow. You are given the information about your daily and weekly schedules. For this learning activity, keep in mind that there are only 24 hours a day, that you can fit all your activities into your daily schedules. Hints, right? I have a hint for you, meaning I'll give you some clues. Okay? It says, pay attention to the questions being asked and make sure you compute the information accurately. Compute is the same word as what? Figure it out. Right? Figure it out means compute. Okay, right here, it says, what fractions? What fractions? What is the fraction of work time for Monday? What fraction is this? If you look at Monday, how many hours do you work? 8. On Monday? Monday? 6 only, right? 8 to 2. Look, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., right? That's what, 6 hours, right? Now, we said the whole day only 24 hours, right? 24 hours is the same as equal to 1. Equal to 1, right? Because you look at 24 hours as 1 day, right? But you work on Monday 6 hours, right? So what fraction is 6 hours of the whole day? 6 over what? 6 over 24, yes. Right? That's your fraction right there. This is called fractions, right? Now, can you have equivalent fractions? Equivalent means this. You don't just look at 6 over 24. You can say equal to what? 1/4. This is called equivalent fractions. Right? That means this, by the way. The denominator, the smaller the denominator, the greater it is. 1/4 is a lot. When you change it to 6 over 24, look at 24, it's a bigger number, huh? Bigger compared to 4. This is 6 times, right? 6 times of this to get 24. That's why it's the numerator on the top is 1. That's why it's equivalent to 6, right? That's why instead of say 6/24, it's 1/4. That's the equivalent fraction. So the answer is 1/4. Or you say 6/24 is also correct. Okay? Either one is correct. All right? That's Monday, right? That's for Monday. Number 2, what is the fraction of time for attending English classes for the week? What is the fraction of time for attending English classes for the week? So how many hours do you go to school?
12. 12 1 week.
From 6:30 to 8:30, right? Okay, so from 6:30 to 8:30 is how many hours? It's well, from 6:30 to 9:30, right? Class ends at 9:30, so it's 3 hours. 3 hours, right? So Monday through Thursday. This is through, okay? This dash right here means through. So Monday through Thursday, each day, each night, you go to school for 3 hours, right? How many days do you go to, how many nights do you go to school? 4. So you know is from 6:30, let's say 6:30 to 9:30 p.m., right? So this is what, 3 hours, correct? Right? Each night, this is each night. But you go to school for 4 nights. So multiply by 4. So you have what, 12 hours, right? The units is hours, 12 hours, right? So what is the fraction of time for attending ESL classes for the week? This is 12 hours, right? Are you sure it's only 24? 24 is for 1 day. This is 4 days. 4 days though, not 1 day. 1 day is 24. Now it's 4 days. So you know 24 times 4, right? So you can find the denominator. This is what? 4 times 4, 16, 96. So denominator is 96. How about the top number? 12, right? Okay? So that's your fractions. That's your fractions, right? This is fraction. Now, can we find an equivalent fraction or not? Yes. From this? Yes. How do we do that? We divide by what? What can we divide by? Divide by 4, divide by 3? Divide by 8. If you divide by 8, it only works for this number. It doesn't work for this number. So you divide by what? How about divide by 6? Now you divide by 6. What's 12 divided by 6? 2. What's 96 divided by 6? 16? 16, right? Now, but now you still can reduce, right? This is equivalent fraction, but also you can divide by 2 more, right? It will give you what? 1/8. That's 1/8 for the whole 4 days, right? The whole 4 days that you're going to school. What is the percentage of work that represents from Monday through Sunday? Monday. Yeah, we're Monday. How many hours do you work? 6. So we already know, right? 6 is 1/4, correct? 1/4 hours for Monday. How about Tuesday? How many hours do you work on Tuesday? 8. So you have 8. 8 over what?
24.
8 over 24, which is the same as what? 1/3 hours. Right? They're all with units here. How about Wednesday? Wednesday you have 9 hours. So 9 over 24, which is the same as what? What's the equivalent fraction for 9 over 24? 3 what? 3/8. 3/8. Wow, this activity is very, very meaningful. Very good learning activity for you. Look at how much you learn the information about math. Okay? So this is 3/8 hours for Wednesday. How about Thursday?
7.
Thursday you have 7 hours. 7 over 24, right? Can we change it to, can we do equivalent fractions with 7 over 24? No. If it's 21 at the bottom, yes. But it's 24. We can't do it. We just leave the fractions the way it is. Okay? All right? Again, hours, right? And then we have Friday. How many hours for Friday?
8 hours.
Friday's 8 hours. 8 over 24, which is also 1/3, right? Correct? 1/3. How about Saturday? Saturday is only 4 hours, so 4 over what? 24 equals what? 1/6. Good job. Okay, 1/6 hours, right? 1/6 hours of the day. This is all of the day. Okay, and then you have Sunday.
5.
Sunday you have 5. 5 over 24, right? There's nothing we can do. If it's 6 over 24, we can change to equivalent fractions. But it's 5 over 24. So, okay? All right. So number 4, what is the fraction of sleeping time for each day? How many hours do you sleep? According to these problems, this math problems here. 6, right? 6. 6 over what? 6 over 24. So what's the equivalent fraction for 6 over 24? 1 what? 1 what? No, 1/4. Is it 1/4? 6 and 4, okay. 1/4. 1/4 what? Hours. That's for what? Sleeping, right? So that means this, the whole day you already sleep 1/4 of the day.
Not hours.
Well, I'm just not always, but according to the problem here, it is. Because everybody is different, right? We know that for sure. Everybody sleeps different number of hours.
I think this days, not hours.
Yeah.
Oh, this is 1/4 of the 1/4 of the day. Because we convert that to hours, right? From here. That's right. So this is already hours. Hours equivalent to 1 day. So this 1/4 of 1/4 day, right? So we convert from hours to day. That's correct. This is 24, change it to day. 1/4 day. Okay? All right. So let's do the homework too. Homework, right? So number 4 is homework. It says, what is the fraction of doing homework for each day? What is it? How many hours do you do homework for each day? 1.5 hours, right? 1.5 hours. Okay? So what's the fractions? How do you change it to decimal point? Can you change it to decimal point? Yes. It becomes what? 1.5, right? This is hours, right? Right? And then it's over what?
24.
Over 24. Now, can we change this to equivalent fractions?
Yes.
So how are we going to divide it? Divide by what? We divide by what? You're right, we can. We can do that. Divide by what?
By 3.
Divide by 3. All of them divide by 3, right? So if this is divide by 3, this becomes what?
5, 6.
On the top is what?
5.
What's 1.5 divided by 3? 0.5, right? Right? So this is 0.5 over 8. So that's your fraction too, right? That's your fraction. Equivalent fraction from here to here. Right? From 1.5 over 24 to 0.5 over 8. So that concludes our activity for this wonderful integration of mathematics and ESL together.